You all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate Pregame Show, brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
It takes hard work to make Nebraska the right place to raise a family, build a business, or grow a community. We're counting on working parents to make it happen, and they're counting on childcare professionals to have their backs. Employers and other contributors can earn up to $100,000 tax credit for strengthening childcare in our communities and state. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934. 8934 HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People's City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, we all do a little, we change a lot.
Welcome into the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post. Here are your hosts, Executive Director John Goodwin and Athletic Director Michael Hunter. The Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good evening.
Yeah. Test it. 1, 2. Wait till my beat come on tonight. Yeah, I got something for you. Don't worry about it. We back.
We are back
in the building.
Seems like we just left too. 93.7 The Ticket, the Malone Radio Show.
Do it seem like we just left to y'all? If so, if you listen on Facebook, put a thumbs up or something.
Thumbs up. A thumbs up. Excited to be here. It's a little chilly, a little wet.
A little chilly. What they say on Baby Kids? It's chilly outside. Go get a bowl.
we see Mike is in rare form tonight. And we got a special guest.
Special guest.
We got to get him a mic.
We got to pick one here. Left to right.
There
we go.
Yeah.
What up?
Special guest.
His voice.
I ain't special.
His voice wasn't that deep before he got on the mic.
I ain't special.
Yeah, we got a special guest.
Let's start this off right.
But you know how we do it.
Before we get going, before we get to these topics and talk about the special guests, we got to kick off with our vision. The Malone's vision is to create unity and prosperity throughout Lincoln while honoring our African-American heritage. And our mission is to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln.
How do we do it?
We do it with the holistic program we have to offer. If you don't know those programs, feel free to go to our MaloneCenter.org, our fabulous, wonderful webpage. We thank you so much for those who have been tuning in to us. We talk about variety of topics. And I let me just get this out now before we get going with the Harrison, you know where we're going. Wait, did he just no, we're not going to address this comment.
I mean, we can look at the records.
We
can address it. We can look at the records. Should we look at the records?
No, we're not looking at records.
We're
saying
our record is
5-3. We're 4-3. It's over. There you go.
Okay.
There's the records.
Did y'all play? Was it a bye week?
Listen, we got the Michael Jackson cover with him laying down in a white suit. That's how good our record is.
Listen,
I'm telling you, playoffs.
What team?
Broncos.
He said the Broncos.
Y'all losing this weekend?
No, sir.
We got a lunch bet.
They didn't lose last weekend because they didn't play.
Who did the Broncos got this week?
We did play.
Who y'all play?
They played.
Who y'all play this week?
They ran the score up on somebody.
Panthers. Yeah, we played the Panthers.
Oh, come on.
Listen, everybody, listen. I don't feel like look,
Panthers
I don't
is
care
like-
about none of that. I guarantee if you took a kid or somebody that's in college right now and say, you know what, would you like to be drafted to the Panthers? They gonna say yeah. So it's an NFL team. Look, we played them, we beat them. Who y'all lose to?
Let's talk about that loss.
Yeah.
Wait, because I've heard quite a few people address a few things, but they just have not talked about that whole series. First off, the OC need to be. I've never seen. Yeah,
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I have. Because Nebraska have done that. Come off a bye week and look like that. But as far as not being prepared, the plays that was called, you have a phenomenal running back who was actually doing very well.
They stop running
and get to the goal line, and you give it to a backup center. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you give it to a backup center to run it in at the goal line. Look,
you're a yard out too. Just punch the damn thing.
A yard out, man.
The Bears.
This is what I'm saying.
Who's your team?
It's
The
the
Bears.
Bears, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's like
that was horrible.
It's like, how do you do that?
We had Barry Thompson, QB coach, football guy. He always looks at the all 22 to get the full. Not a fan of Waldron or what he's calling.
Oh my goodness.
So even if you're on the armchair saying it looks terrible, you got guys that know real ball and coached it. And we do all this crazy motion. Well, we'll go out in these scatter plots, and we don't. It just none of it makes a whole lot of sense.
He's got he got a Tecmo Bowl playbook. That's what he has.
They thought they had refrigerated Perry.
Man, look.
They did. They really did. They tried to pull it off.
Bruh. I mean, it was pathetic. And then, look, they shouldn't have won the game in the first place. But then you come out and win you're winning the game. And those last two, let's talk. Let me just say this so we can get going. I just need to get it out. Because the only one who really heard this was my wife and Charles Patterson. Hey, I mean, she didn't even watch the game, and she probably don't know half of the stuff that I said, but I had to just let her have it.
She know what a mess looked like.
That was a total disaster. And for we're not just talking about the Hail Mary. Let's talk about the play before that. Let's talk. Okay, now you got
let's talk
3 timeouts.
No, let's talk about what
they went home with 3 timeouts.
3 timeouts.
You get a reward. You get 100,000.
Yeah.
If
you don't use them,
if you don't use them, you cash them in. You get 100,000.
Mike, this is what they did. They allowed Washington. Right?
I told y'all that boy. I told y'all that boy was bad.
He wasn't doing too much of nothing. We pretty much had him in check the whole game.
He had field goals all game until that touchdown.
Right. Mike,
and that's the narrative that's driving me up the wall here.
So Harrison, look,
but number 20,
number
20 on y'all defense before the Hail Mary, he was like,
Stevenson.
he was
29.
like,
but why
29?
Why not call a timeout to get the defense? They rushed 3 was spying them.
First off, you don't rush 3. First off, they rushed 2. And then they had a spy at
I don't give
a linebacker as a spy.
Did
Like
think he was gonna run.
Let him run at 70 yards before, like he's not gonna score. A busted up reel, he's not scoring.
Let him run.
But this is what got me. The head coach after the game said the 15 yards that they gave him before the Hail Mary wasn't that important. And I'm like,
you want to bet? Because his arm barely made it to the goal line.
They never played the borders.
It did make it to the goal line. It got tipped up into
that's what I mean.
Zone.
It didn't even make it. So that 15 yards was major.
Yeah, it was sick.
Are you more mad at the secondary for the play?
No.
Or the coach not calling a timeout, getting them guys?
I'm mad at the coaching. I'm mad at the coaching because in a prevent, bro, like you're talking, they had no timeouts.
They had none.
No timeouts. So what am I going to do defensively, man? Well, okay, I'm going to protect the borders. I'm protecting the sideline. I'm going to let you throw in the middle, but you're not going to get out of bounds.
You throw all day long.
They didn't do that at all.
You throw all day long, especially on a Hail Mary.
Bruh.
You always got to have somebody that's behind.
Yep.
The possible tip.
That was Tyreek Stevenson's job.
Okay.
That
was the one that was talking to the crowd.
Yeah. Talking to the crowd.
Yeah.
Runs over there and tips it, and then do the Gladi Divac or whatever his name. No, bro, you caught. That's you. You remember when Gladi Divac did that with his hand over his mouth like, oh my God.
Oh man.
Man, look, man, I was so
That's
upset.
crazy.
I was so upset. Now I've actually grown because I probably would have broke the TV. I would have did something. Something would have been broken in the house. But I said, you know what? All I could do is laugh, man, because it was.
Y'all ain't going to the playoffs
The
anyway.
The OC is terrible.
Yeah, y'all ain't going.
They have a better record than the Broncos.
Say, huh?
They have a better record than the Broncos.
Who do?
I believe the Bears will.
At the end, the record could be better, but we'll be in the playoffs.
No,
y'all ain't going to no playoffs.
We're going to the playoffs.
You can look in the AFC.
We're going to the playoffs.
About that.
We're going to. I'm telling you, we're gonna get a Chiefs Day first loss.
Man, y'all ain't
I hope Bishop Arvin's listening because he's a Broncos fan. You're not going to.
We're going.
You're not going to the playoffs, bro.
It's amazing how many haters is out
That's
here.
not haters. That's just facts.
I'm looking for my spray right now. Where's my spray? Where my
bro?
Shh, haters be gone. Haters be gone.
Like it's rage. Yeah, man.
We going to the playoffs.
We could. Harrison, we can do a whole show on the Bears.
I've addressed it. So, you know what? I did find out how many people care about me after that game. A lot of welfare checks.
It always happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot of calls.
My phone blew up. They never blow up when they win. But when they lost,
I didn't call you
because you didn't watch the game.
I saw the highlights.
So you
I saw. That's why I knew old boy was in his stands kicking it.
Everybody was calling me,
but I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna do.
Even the ones I said lose my number 20 years ago.
That's great. I told myself, I say, you know what? I ain't gonna do my brother like that.
You know what? I appreciate that.
I said,
you just wait till you get on the show and
I said I ain't gonna because I knew we was gonna talk about it. I knew we was gonna talk about it. I wasn't gonna bring it up. When do I ever bring it up?
So here's the question: was that loss worse, or when BYU threw the Hail Mary on Nebraska?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say this one. Only reason I say this one is because these fools are getting paid. Kids are able to make mistakes because they still learning. No matter what level you on, you still learning. Even in the pros, but you're getting paid. You're not only are you getting paid, you getting paid.
You getting paid, and you got some of the top strategists.
Exactly. That's just like somebody coming in the NBA, somebody coming to the free throw line and losing the game because they missed 3 free throws. This all you do.
Okay, I agree with you. I will agree with you on this one. But they human too.
Touche.
Now, should he have been focused before that tip? Yes. Should they have called the timeout? Because if you look at there's more than one coach on the sidelines. You got them in the booth, you got them in the sidelines.
True.
You're like, look, you see it's chaotic. You got Williams grabbing the coach, telling them to get off the field. You got a dude waving like this. No, call a timeout. Let's get ourselves together.
They human.
Why didn't the captain? I'm surprised the captain didn't call a timeout. Just
because he's human.
Yeah, but just to get everyone. Hey, all right, man, they got a first down. This is it. They got to get
yourself together.
Get yourself together.
Because the road now is going to be very tough.
They got toughest schedule left.
Yeah, they do.
You want to do the grade on it? I mean, obviously things change, but toughest schedule left out of all the teams in the NFL. Because the NFC North is just an absolute juggernaut this year.
It's the road to 10. It's the road to 10. They have to win 10 games.
Yeah, not.
We win 10 games. We're gonna split. We splitting with the Packers.
No.
We probably gonna sweep, if not split with Minnesota. Now Detroit, on the other hand,
Detroit's on a different level.
Detroit
right
just seemed like they on a
you
whole
think you'll split
planet.
with Minnesota?
Yeah.
Minnesota
been figured out.
The Bears defense is so good.
What's the Bears' next 3 games?
Let's find out here.
Well, they have the Cardinals, the Patriots, and the Packers.
Those are two wins. They got this 2 wins.
The Cardinals, the Patriots, the Packers. How do I know that?
They'll
ask me what I ate last night. I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I know what.
They'll beat the Patriots. They'll beat the Patriots.
It's brutal. Then you go Vikings, the Lions, 49ers, Vikings, the Lions. Then you get the Seahawks.
Well, they lucky they don't play us.
And then, of course, you always wrap up with the Packers.
Yeah,
I'd rather put give me the Broncos over anybody but the Patriots.
They're not.
Bro, we will sweep y'all, bro.
Is Love going to be healthy for the Packers?
I'm sure he will.
He probably, yeah.
I'm sure he will, and it really doesn't matter at this point. I just think that if we can't score points, we're not winning. You can't have the defense. You can't depend on the defense like that. I mean, it was 12 points that they gave Washington. Washington was hot. They thought that they was going to blow. And I'm like, look, all we have to do is score 2 touchdowns. Just score a touchdown. You give up one by giving it to a lineman that I don't know when the last time he carried the ball or touched it.
Y'all will probably win 2 out of those 3.
I think so.
Y'all probably win 2 out of those.
This stretch right here, we got clean house.
Yeah.
Y'all
Man,
y'all got the Lions.
They should have hired Jim Harbaugh. I'm trying to tell you, Jim Harbaugh would have had this team right.
It's not. I'll say this. It's not. Eberflus, I don't think you should be fired. Get rid of Shane Waldron, but he's a defensive-minded coach. At least the defense is absolutely legit. Do you know how many coaches are quote-unquote offensive-minded, defensive-minded, and they can't even do that side of the ball? You get the offense coordinator right, this team can take off.
Well, we need Ben. We need Ben Johnson from is it Ben Johnson from the Lions?
Hey, he
Ben Johnson, OC for the Lions.
He dialing it up.
That's what we need.
He dialing it up
as head coach.
Well, he's cooking with Montgomery.
Yeah,
and bring Lovey back to
former Bear
as a D coordinator.
You'll take Lovey back?
I'll take him back.
Really?
Yeah, because they need to clean house. They need to get rid of head coach. Period. Because Ben is not going to come over. Oh, if we talking about Ben is not going to come over as to be a OC.
What do you bring in?
Somebody. Hey, I would. What about Bill Belichick?
Man, Bill ain't coming to no Chicago.
Will you take?
Will you be mad if he did though? you see how he's looking on Bill ain't coming. He wishing that.
Bill ain't coming.
Would you take Pete Carroll?
Would you take Chip Kelly?
I need somebody who Ben would be perfect.
What about
Roethlisberger?
No.
I even take Peyton Manning to be the OC. Doggone it! Just get us somebody that know how to call plays.
Who's the OC for Washington?
Oh, the guy from Arizona, right? He used to coach Caleb
Kingsbury.
Yeah, will you take him?
Mm-mm.
He's doing work.
We need somebody that's gonna.
He's doing work with the rookie.
Sean Payton.
The next level.
Sean Payton.
No. Again, we need somebody that's gonna take us.
Jason
to the next
Garrett.
level.
Listen,
Nobody from the Cowboys.
Payton about to go to the playoffs this year.
You know, I like it. I like his confidence.
We'll just
stay with that. Mike, who do we have in here as our special guest? They hear the voice, but don't know the name.
They hear the voice. We got my man Jamal, aka Ridden Ed.
What up?
AKA Ridden Ed.
Special guest, man. These 2 guys, they brought me in.
He didn't even get the name. What's the name? He said Ridden Ed.
Red. Yeah, you said
AKA
red hair. I'm still looking to find out who took my hair. As soon as I do it, I'm pressing charges. I promise you. When I see him, I'm gonna punch him in his face and press charges. I can't forget.
You already said punch him in his face and then press charges.
Yeah.
All backwards.
Yeah, I don't deserve this, man. I'm supposed to have braids. Yeah, man.
You see, this John hang time came back.
You gotta work at the Malone. Your hair grow. He said what D Love told us.
Hey,
I remember he told you something. Like that.
Yeah.
It'll grow. What brings you on to the show tonight, man?
What you got going down?
What's going on with
I'm just chilling, man. Me and Mike talk sports all the time. He's from Kansas City, but hates the Chiefs. I don't get it.
I respect that part.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. They can be the last.
What
team.
about the Royals?
Oh, love them. Yeah, we really should be in the World Series.
Huh?
Yeah,
make it make sense.
We should be.
You love the Royals, but hate the Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely.
How is this possible?
I love Kansas City, but I don't like people on the other side of the block. They still in Kansas City.
Just like the Royals.
I love them. Love them. We should be in the World Series right now.
Why should you be in the World Series?
Because we are the Royals. Like we should technically.
I should just say the Cubs should be in the World Series.
No, technically, we shouldn't have to play a game and automatically just go to the World Series.
See, this is where we are right now, Harris.
We shouldn't have to play a game.
This is where we are right now.
We shouldn't have to play a game.
This is where we are right now.
If the Chiefs win 5 in a row, will you be a fan? 5 in a row.
No. They won how many Super Bowls?
7 in a row already right now.
We finna beat. Well, listen, not this week because we don't play them this week.
That's a loss. The 9th?
We play them next week.
The 10th or 9th, yeah, somewhere around there.
I think it's the 9th.
I'm going down there.
The 9th.
The game in Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas City. You
Yeah,
coming?
yeah. We gonna beat them.
We need some tickets.
We gonna beat them.
We need tickets, but it's put the word in.
John, put the word in.
I'll put the word in.
We gonna beat them. We gonna beat them.
You got to be rooting for the Chiefs now.
At Arrowhead?
At Arrowhead. It don't matter.
Is this Sunday night? What
Yeah,
time?
it's Sunday night.
Yeah, I'll double check here, but I think it's Sunday night.
I think it's a late night. I think it's a late night.
Well,
yeah, we gonna beat them. I mean,
it can be.
Yeah, November 10th. No, it's noon kickoff.
Oh, that's even better.
That's letting you know that that game is not important.
Yeah, they didn't move.
They didn't put it on Prime.
I mean, hey,
they should have put it on Prime
before y'all won last year. How many? What was it? 14.
Before we won what last year?
Before y'all won last year with Russell, I think they beat you up. 14.
They shouldn't. See, that's the problem.
Didn't they win just one game?
That's the problem.
You just win one game?
No.
How many games?
With Russell?
No, period. How many
they
games
won
did
like
win?
6.
Yeah.
You won 6 games
I
last
think
year?
we won 5.
5 games last year.
No. They won more than that.
No, I think we won 5.
Denver.
I think we won 5. But listen, you got to understand.
Russ cooking.
Russ shouldn't have never. We should have never went after Russell Wilson.
Russ looking good right now.
Y'all need to press charges on
This is the press
Pete
charge
Carroll.
show.
I agree.
I
agree.
Seattle stole from y'all 2 first rounds.
I agree.
That was, and then y'all gave.
But we had people in the booth making the decisions that shouldn't have been making the decision. So technically, they took 3 years of draft picks from us. And we gave up players. And he come in, let's ride. Where we going? Where we going? We ain't going nowhere.
Subway, get a danger witch. 16 game losing streak was what it was.
It was 60, yeah. 16 game losing streak.
It was a 16.
It was horrible. Horrible, bro.
16 game losing streak. And they were still getting a check after the game.
Still getting a check.
Wow. How can I do that?
Y'all won 8 games.
How can I do that?
Yeah, still getting a check. But I mean, but the thing about it is, each year since
Manning left,
since Super Bowl 50, which we shouldn't have never won. I'm a realist. We shouldn't have never won Super Bowl 50.
That was
a gimme.
He was on his last legs out.
Yeah, that was a gimme. We should have never won that. But since he left, our quarterback situation, I think we've been through 8 quarterbacks since he left.
I know Locke.
8 quarterbacks. I think
you guys were approaching Browns territory.
Flacco.
Listen, we're going to address this here in a sec. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on the Malone Radio Show, 93.7 The Tape.
Yeah.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosden. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and proud to be involved in our community. Property tax relief is important to every family. Last year, I voted for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history, and I will continue to advocate for property tax relief. Vote Carolyn Bosden on November 5th, paid for by Bosden for Legislature.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of health care, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
On game day, every play counts. Now imagine having the same level of control in your field. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Real-time, play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with simplified irrigation technology from Valley, improving your life both on and off the field. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as painting and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln. As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait till next week. I got you.
Turn it up. Yo.
I got you next week, boy.
Man, see, he got it.
The Chiefs, the Beefs. We all talking about the don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That beat goes.
Yeah. That beat goes.
We love that beat. We love how to come in on that beat.
Yeah.
Jamal, we're here with our special guest, Jamal. He is here. Jamal, tell us a little. Now, we got sidetracked with all the football and the sports that's going on. If you are a fan of sports, you are loving it right now. You have baseball, you have basketball, you have football. It's like something on every day.
Every day.
So we're loving it right now until it gets to that time to where we have to sit and wait till football start again.
Yeah.
But Jamal, tell us a little something about what you're doing now in the community, what business you're doing, the work that you're doing.
So I'm a mental health therapist there in Lincoln. Just got my license about 2.5 years ago. My supervisor is Lawrence Gardner. Big shout out.
LG.
And I'm working, partnering with the Malone and other agencies here in Lincoln, trying to help at-risk and underprivileged youth. And a lot of my clientele is African-American youth. It's tough. I'm working with a lot of single parents, and a lot of these kids' behaviors it's real tough on the parents. And so
let's get it. Why do you think that when it comes to at-risk youth, statistically, I'm assuming it's more African American
resources, parenting structure, 2-parent household, and then how the system is. We don't have a lot of Malones here,
right?
We don't have a lot of programs designed at a lot of other inner city, a lot of programs that inner cities have. So it's tough. It's tough. I mean,
and here in Lincoln too, there's really not a lot to do for like youth.
Yeah. You know, with when I grew up, we went after school, we played basketball. We meet you at the YMCA, we're gonna play basketball. Now it's like kids are finding other things to do. Sports enrollments down when we were in high school.
Yeah, well, see now to that note, now everything costs to get in to use anything, and they're charging like an arm and a leg to just utilize facilities around this place. And I'm talking about like $200 some an hour.
Yeah, that's how they try to price us out.
You know, and it's ridiculous. I mean, it's like there's only, like, for instance, you would think, you know, with the university and how, you know, on Saturdays everything shut down like it's Friday Night Lights in Texas. When it comes to the Huskers, you would think that we would have multiple arenas to where we can utilize turf. You can utilize.
Why would they do that?
For kids to have something to do.
Why would they stop the money?
That's what I'm saying.
We're in a capitalist society, so why would we give you a break?
Yeah. I mean,
you guys can't afford it. Guess what? Then you're gonna come play with us. We're gonna disband them alone, right? And you guys are gonna play with the Lincoln Youth.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen.
I'm just saying that's how it is. Like, you guys are a threat. Your program is a threat, and so they price us out. Oh yeah, it costs this and that. So now, guess what? Your organization comes under another organization, or they charge these outrageous prices, and it's like, huh? What do you mean?
Who loses is the kids.
Yeah,
right.
And that's where we realize that people's heart, when you really look at it, is just not in the right spot. When you're here trying to work with kids and get them better, everybody's not going to make it to the league.
A lot of them.
So they have to have something else to fall back on. Actually, that should be their first option. Sports should be their second.
Right.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that you see here in Lincoln, is that a lot of sports are focused on basketball, right?
Right. Year round basketball, right? And you know, in order to go D1, man, typically you got to be 6'2", 6'3", and you better be a monster. But you got to have a program.
Yeah, you got to have a program.
You got to have a program that's a feeder to something that can get you to where you want to go. But ain't no LPS school got a program.
Nope.
That's
no
absolutely
feeder.
not.
In Omaha, they got the junior bikes. They got the Eagles. They got the Miller programs where they feed them in the Miller North, Miller South. They got the Papio programs, right? They all feed these kids into these schools. Lincoln doesn't have anything. We have, I guess you can say they have the Lincoln Youth. They have certain teams like East and firefighters or whatever, but that program, right? When we are with the Sharks, our 5-year-olds are playing on 80-yard fields. Our
Yeah.
third graders are playing on 100-yard fields.
Yeah.
Right. And the Lincoln Youth, they're playing on 60.
Yeah.
Right. They're playing on 60. And then the Malone, the Panthers, and other programs are going to Omaha and playing those kids. Right. So they're getting to see the speed. They're getting to see the power. Well, the Lincoln Youth program, they only play each other. So now when they play Omaha teams, they're shocked.
If you think about it though. You got a kid who's playing, like you said, in that program. Their first time packing a travel bag is their first away game in high school.
It's bad.
Again, I'm gonna say this because, and I think it falls too on parents living through their kids. Not saying that that's the only, but when you know your child is not that good, you just know that is not the direction that he's gonna go. My son played multiple sports, but I knew that, okay, I know that you're really good at 2 of the sports, but we're gonna have to narrow this thing down. You're really good here. This is where you're gifted at. It comes easy to you, right? But it means nothing if you don't get the education.
Absolutely nothing.
And the education is first. And that's where I think a lot of times we're missing it because we're pushing sports.
That's the lottery ticket.
Training. This is what is going to happen. But it means it takes one injury. It takes one mishap for you to an ankle, a knee, whatever, a concussion,
and it's going to happen.
Be.
You're going to get injured.
Right. So
you're going to get injured.
Focus on, okay, let me make sure that our mind is right. Yeah. That when you fall back on something, you know how to count your own money. You know about economics. You know about, and you may not be that star. Now, if you get a scholarship, man, you got your school paid for. Thank you.
One of the great programs that a lot of people don't know about is ISHMA. ISHMA has a program where it helps the youth develop businesses, right? Gives them feedback, and they sell their products, right? They go on HBCU tours. They do a lot of things that a lot of kids don't know about.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking at this program like, this all you got?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, man. Because like you said, a lot of parents are telling their kids about basketball, right? Hey, you got to do basketball, some football.
But let's take it even further though. If you look into the school systems or whatever the case may be, you don't see scientists, you don't see doctors, you don't see these things being posted up. You don't see, but you will see basketball. Let's reset. Let's give him a basketball. Let's give him this. Let's give him that. You see games being played or whatever the case may be, but you don't see, okay, let's have some library time. Let's talk about who've come before you that look like you, that was a success.
And I wish that there were more people that would go into these schools and show these kids, hey man, you can do this, right? Basketball, football, this is a short period of time. Right? You got to start thinking about a career. What do you want? Right?
And half these kids, they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
Right? So they graduate, right? They don't know. So they're getting caught to the trap.
Yeah.
Where the trap is partying and working. Right?
It's not enough experiences for them. And that's what it comes.
And that's what it comes down to right there. Experiences.
Is we have to provide these different experiences for them. And because what they know is all they know, and it's not their fault.
It's not. It's not.
Generationally, that's how it is. So in order for us to break that and to do something different, we have to offer these different experiences and be very intentional. ISHMA's program is very intentional. A lot of the things that we're doing, and I don't knock none of these programs, because what sports does, you can learn a lot through sports.
Oh, yeah.
and
You
it's
build your
keeping a
character,
lot
yeah.
of young people. The Lincoln Youth Football. Hey, if that wasn't there, what would those kids
What
be
would
doing?
they be? Yep.
That's a good question.
Yep.
And and that's history because I've had kids that came over there. They got some really good kids over there.
They do.
Yeah.
And they can play.
Yeah.
They
actually
can play.
But you also have those kids, not all of them, but you have a certain amount of kids over there that has access to different things
Yes.
that our kids may not have. Even over at the Malone, you got some of our kids over at the Malone have access to great training that because they know somebody that knows somebody, or they may have resources to be able to pay for that training.
Well, a lot of what you see is win at all costs, right?
Yeah.
They just want to win. They don't work on
Yeah.
development. They don't work on certain things,
Yeah.
right? So for that Lincoln Youth, I think would be better if they did just like the Miller does. Miller puts all their kids on one team, the best on the one team, and then they fill out the rest, right? So now they're traveling, they're playing against competition.
Well, it's like I think it's going to take more
athletic,
right? But as far as athletics, it takes more than just the athletic programs to do that. They have to, because you got to remember, Millard, they actually buy into their athletics. So their high school coaches are the coaches for
the youth,
for their youth
so,
program.
So you get to meet these. You get to meet the coaches.
But here I don't, if I'm not mistaken, they holler about, oh my God, they recruiting. Oh my God, they doing this, and so it's so many different things, and so many people don't want to be labeled as
is it recruiting or I'm giving back.
But see, we may look at it like that, but it's going to be some scrutiny somewhere. There's going to be some scrutiny.
There's recruiting that goes on in Lincoln.
Yeah,
let's just be honest. If you're really honest, because we had kids when I was over at Lincoln High, there was kids that stayed right across the street over at Lincoln High, and they were getting. Matter of fact, we had a kid across the street from Park, but again, he was going to Omaha. But there was a coach in Omaha was sending him Ubers every day for him to even come to Omaha, right? So they also sit into the high school coaches, go into the middle schools and the elementary schools and have lunch with the kids. Yeah. That's what they do in Omaha.
But that's what they should
do.
They
building relationships.
Yes, they should be able to do that. They should be able to do it without nobody, frowning or anything of that nature. You have to build relationship because no matter what, these kids are going to come to somebody's school.
Yeah.
And so being able to have a relationship with somebody before you get there is huge. It's very huge. But I think we got to take a quick break. We're going to be right back after these messages. 97.3.
All right.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years. And I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard, Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Now back to the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back.
So Tula piped in on my phone.
Mama Tula.
Her question was, why are they not doing it the same thing in Lincoln? I said, it's just not. She says, well, I said, maybe they don't care enough. She said, well, make them care. Bring whoever they need to hear this. They need to talk. We need to talk about it.
Well, one thing we didn't say was Omaha has multiple school districts.
Yes.
So they have Millard, Gretna, Westside has their own.
Yep.
Bellevue has their own.
Yep.
And Lincoln, it's one.
It's one.
I'd rather have one Lincoln Public School.
It's one. Yeah.
Then you have your
other
schools too. But
yeah.
Right.
But it's all broken down. You're absolutely correct. It's all broken down. But the crazy thing about it is it's broken down. But I mean, you would think, 45 minutes right up the street is light difference. I mean, just
it's worth the conversation. I don't know. Has anyone really had a conversation or sat around the table and talked about, like with LPS and
I think people get in their feelings, bro. I think
that's what the problem is.
I think they just get in their feelings because they think that somebody trying to do something better than them or try to one up them. They get in their feelings because a hard conversation and the hard truth is hard. Because the individuals, they believe that what they have now set in stone is kind of like common practice.
If I wanted to donate money to Lincoln Northeast, I couldn't do it.
No.
It's going to go to all
Yeah,
FBS.
it's gonna
In
go to all-
Omaha,
yeah.
you want to donate to Central, North, no problem.
Well, an example of the let me because I was thinking about this before we went on break, and when we were on break, we were talking about youth and if we kept teams together. We did see Tommy over at North Star keep his girls together, and they were freshmen. They went to state, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then they went back. So he kept it. That shows an example of if you keep a team together, you can have that success.
The Silverbacks, right?
Silverbacks was the same thing.
Yep.
We did it over at North Star as well. Keeping a core, but you got to understand, we kept those kids, and they thought that those kids was all stars all over. No, they just played together since they were like 5th grade. Yeah. And just kept them all the way through, and got them exposure. They got out of here. They went to Vegas and they went to different things. And they played together as freshmen.
Yeah,
we didn't move them up.
That's what you're seeing at Miller South right now, right? This
Miller South. That's the same group.
Yep.
It's the same group.
They were freshmen, right? I think some played freshmen.
Oh, they was playing since they were what? Because they played
fifth grade.
Fifth
all
grade,
the
right?
way through.
Yeah,
all the way up playing
all the way through, and running the same offense.
Same offense.
Some things may be tweaked, but they know that offense like the back of their hand.
So now when they get to freshman football and they moved up, they're like, man, these kids are good. Well, they've been playing together. They know the system. They know the play.
We have some schools that kids have learned 4 or 5 offenses in their 4 year of high school.
That was another conversation we were talking about, is that, I believe that Class A needs to be divided up into to 2 different groups.
I think so too.
Right there, like.
Well, hold on. I think Lincoln should just have 2 football teams. A South Side football team and a North Side football team.
You can't do that just because of schools.
No, I mean just blend the schools. And you can go to a different school. You can go to a different school, but just have one football team. I know they wouldn't do it.
But you could have.
They wouldn't do it. Yeah. I know they wouldn't do it.
I think you could have two different divisions, because when you take a look at like Omaha Northwest, Omaha Benson, right? A lot of kids don't go out to these sports because they know, guess what? I'm finna lose.
But see, that's OPS's issue, because OPS should have never allowed 23 kids to leave and go to one school.
But even before then, right? Northwest hasn't been that good, right?
For a long time.
For a long time, right? And so you look at some of these Class A schools, just because they're Class A doesn't mean they're Class A.
True.
Like a lot of these kids, they don't know how to play. They want.
But Class B is some dogs in Class B though.
Listen, Northwest couldn't beat some Class C teams.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Right, and you look at how big these kids are. Like you played, who'd you play? Bellevue East.
Yeah.
Right. You guys probably could have scored probably another 20-something points. Right.
Yeah.
And so when they play like a West Side, how do you tell your kids, your linemen, not to go hard on some of these kids that as soon as they say hike, they're standing straight up? So what's your lineman gonna do?
Yeah.
Drive them back. And so I believe if you had two different classes, that maybe you could get more participation, especially on the girls' side, right? The girls know that they got a chance to win. The community's coming out. I think you could get more participation, right?
You probably could.
So now you wouldn't have you guys playing Bellevue East. No disrespect to them, but
right?
Like, what did that do for you?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
What does West Side playing Benson or Miller South playing?
Because if I'm not mistaken, they forfeited their last two games or 3 games. Benson and someone else did too.
I can't remember. There's a couple of schools
there's
that
a
had to
couple of
forfeit
them.
because of injuries and just getting beat up.
And people say, well, oh man, the scheduling. Guess what? In youth sports, right? Basketball, baseball, they do it all the time. They set teams. Hey, this is where you're going to play at, and you're going to play at, and everyone knows that, right? This if you told Benson they're playing some Class C teams, those coaches will see them. Oh, this is we'll play them.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, why can't you just in the beginning, and when the coaches are getting together and they're figuring out who they're going to be playing, won't you just select those teams? So the Bensons and the Lincoln Highs. You ain't got to. Why you got to select why you need a different league? Just play the teams that
fits you.
That fits what's going on.
So if you had a different league, right? So now you have a different playoffs, right? So let's say at these inner city schools, they have different playoffs. Fans will come, the community will come, because now if you play if all these teams play each other, so when the playoffs comes, who do you play? Now you have to play teams that you're going to be overmatched. You've never seen this type of physicality. So now if you're playing against competition that is towards you, right? Come playoffs, it's a coin flip. Like any given day, right? Any given day, a team could win. And that's what you see in youth basketball. Like that's the good thing about the Malone, Keyshawn's basketball program is that every team isn't great, but they're playing at their level, they're learning, right? And they're having fun. Versus now if we put you up in a bracket where you may not be as advanced and you're getting the ball stolen every time, kids aren't going to have fun at that, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of these parents for these teams, they know this is just another outlet for my child to engage in to keep them out of trouble and to have fun, right?
Right.
Some of these parents know it, right? And that's okay because everyone can't be the gold or whatever it is, right? And so, I think if we had sports like that, I think we would see more participation. And then part of that would be, right, you're having fun, you keep your grades up.
Yeah, because but even right now, speaking of that, on that note about the grades, even right now, there's kids who don't even know like they need a certain GPA to play when they get to high school.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation there because it's we can go on with this one. I think we can probably revisit this one again because I really want to know how we can come up with some type of solution. Maybe we have some more people on to maybe talk about how we can come up with the solution.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get better because Lincoln is falling behind Omaha quite a bit.
Right.
And I would love to see us more competitive.
I wouldn't even say Omaha. I would say the Millards and the Bellevue East because
that's all of them. That's all of them. I include that as Omaha. I think they're just suburbs of Omaha.
Right.
But you've seen Omaha to that note. You've seen Omaha fall back to the campus. But
that's true.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Well, it's been another one.
It's been great.
Yeah, man.
See y'all again. 93.7 Malone
This is
Show.
Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basements? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients.